Hello, students. Today's assignment is doing charts in Microsoft Excel. So we are going to be doing two simple pie charts in this sheet right here, two simple column charts here, and then two line charts, which are fairly simple, but not as simple as the other two. So let me give you an example, show you how to do one pie chart, and then I'll have show you how to do one line chart. And then the column charts, I'm pretty confident you'll be able to understand how to do based on learning the other kinds. Okay, so first we have here these pink cells that are waiting for totals. The seventh grade totals of how many people answered the survey of what their favorite candy bar was, eighth grade and ninth grade as well. And then totals going this way, how many people voted Hershey's as their favorite, and so on. Okay, so if you'll remember in class, the easiest way to do a sum function or to add these three cells together is just to click where you want the answer to show and then click auto sum, and it will usually look to the left and select those cells. So those are the correct cells, so we can just hit enter. And then we don't even need to do that each time for these. There's even a faster way, and that is clicking on the bottom right corner of the cell with our thin cross or fill handle and just dragging or copying that formula down to all the others. And then we'll do the same thing here to get a total of these. We'll click where we want the answer, click auto sum, and it just knows to look above to see which ones have numbers in them. Okay, so the right selection is showing right here, so we're good to just hit enter. And then we can click on this formula, this cell that shows the formula or function, and then we can move to the bottom right corner and get our fill handle and pull that across to copy the formula. Okay, so now we are ready to make our first pie chart. We're going to make one that shows the ninth graders' numbers and the candy bar names. So ninth grade numbers, please do not include the total. We don't want a separate piece of the pie showing the total. And then we want these names here. So what you do with your thick cross staying in the middle of the cell, you select those names. Then when you try to go select these numbers, your first selection goes away. So what you need to do is first select that column, then press and hold down the control key and keep holding while you go get these numbers. Then be sure to let go of control. Then we're going to come up here to insert, and we have a group here on the ribbon called charts. So here's all the different kinds of charts we can make, but we're looking for pie. So feel free to choose any of these pies you want. I'm going to go ahead with the 3D pie. And then click anywhere on this white background to move your chart over here. And all we need now is data labels, which means percentages in this case, a legend, and a title. So looks like we're covered here. We've already got the legend. However, it is kind of harder to look down, look at this pie piece and go, wait, so which one does this represent? And then go find the color. So we're actually going to delete that legend, and then we're going to add data labels, but we're going to use this one called data callout. Now, if we use this one, sometimes we go here. I think for the others, you'll probably have to go to more options to get this pane over here to open up. And then we would choose percentage and not values. So you are welcome to do it this way. Oh, and please note that this is the one that is clicked on. Okay, because if your pane opens on one of these others and you can't find percentages and values, it's this one with columns that you'll need. Okay, so with the pie chart, we always want to show percentages, not values. But like I said, if you prefer to do the data callouts, that would cover your legend and your data labels. Okay, so the last thing on this one then is just a title that kind of explains what the chart is about. So I would say something like ninth grade favorites or favorite candy bars. Okay, so that one's done. And then on the next one, you're going to do the Kit Kat numbers and the grade names. So you're going to be going like this, holding control, and then like this. Okay, to keep the video relatively short, let's go over here. We'll skip this, even though you still need to do these two inside there. Let's go over to line chart and let's just do one of the two. Okay, so because they're very, very similar. One's going to show the girls' inches at each age, their height in inches, and one chart's going to show the boys' heights and how they change by age. All right, so it says to make a line chart with markers showing the height for girls of every age. Now, you can't just go up here and choose a chart or and this one's the line chart. You can't just go choose a chart with markers. This one has markers. You can see the little dots. Can't just go choose a chart without having selected data or there's your chart, because you didn't select anything. So if we're doing the girls one first, we can just select all of that. And then we can do insert line chart, and then it wants one with markers. Okay, so that's a good one for us. Can drag this over here, put it wherever we want. And then we're supposed to add data labels. Now this can look confusing because you have numbers here that really don't have anything to do with the ages, because our ages start at age 8 and go to 18. So that's confusing. What we should do is just delete that. Now, if these were names, like words, then this second line would not appear. But because both of these contain values, each set of values is represented by a line. So it's perfectly okay that there's two lines. But let's get rid of these numbers for confusion, so we don't have confusion. Okay, and then it says that we need to add data labels. So we're going to put, we want little numbers along each of these markers. So here's where you go. There's lots of other ways also, but you can go here and go to data labels. And this time you don't even have to go into more options. You can just click it and these are correct. Okay, so this age lines up with this height, this age goes with that height, and so on. All right, so then we need a title. So you can just call it something like girls' height by age. But then here's our legend, and it's saying series 1 and series 2. It would be a lot better if we change this to say ages and this to say inches. So what we do here is just right click on these that we've selected and then click select data. Okay, and here we have series 1, which we see is blue. So blue is ages. Series 1, edit. Edit the name of the series. So that's where we can just type in ages and click OK. Then on series 2, we can edit that name and we can call it inches. Okay, that is it. Click OK. Just remember, I didn't show you how to do each and every chart, but you will need to do 2 charts per sheet here. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.